You can almost tell when the first real summer evenings arrive, and you can usually tell before you even look outside. The light changes first. It becomes somehow softer. The air carries just enough coolness to remind you that the day has done its work. And somewhere nearby, a lawnmower finally falls silent. A screen door closes. Someone laughs from across the neighborhood. The smell of dinner drifts through the air. The aromas that emanate from all the neighborhood grills blend together and create this incredible smell. And without anyone announcing it, the whole world seems to exhale. And I don't know another series of seemingly endless days quite like it during the year. Summer evenings have always felt wonderfully generous to me. They don't hurry. They don't ask us to accomplish one more thing before bedtime. They simply arrive. They stretch out before us and quietly whisper, "Stay a little longer." And perhaps that's why so many of my favorite memories, especially as a kid, happened after dinner. I'd go back out with my friends for one more round of basketball, or another game of wiffle ball, or maybe another game of touch football. Just in the cooler time of the early evening, before dusk turned into very dark nighttime. Then we'd play until we couldn't see the hoop anymore, or we couldn't see the wiffle ball until it was just right in front of us, or maybe until someone got hit in the face with a football because they couldn't see it coming anymore. But those were wonderful evenings. And they were wonderful not because anyone planned something extraordinary, but because nobody seemed interested in ending that day too quickly. As I got a little older, we took walks that didn't really go anywhere. We lingered on the porch, and kids caught lightning bugs as though they had discovered tiny floating stars. Someone suggested ice cream, and nobody argued. And conversations wandered from one subject to another, occasionally interrupted by laughter. Now, the remarkable thing is, I don't remember many of the words of those conversations. I remember, though, how it felt. And I think that's true of many of life's finest, longest-lasting moments and memories. They leave behind a feeling before they leave behind the details. And summer evenings have always seemed especially good at that. Think about it. Maybe it's because they invite all of our senses to participate. The smell of fresh-cut grass, the sound of sprinklers, the taste of cold, fresh watermelon, the feel of our bare feet on warm sidewalks or cool grass. Fireflies beginning their nightly dance, or dragonflies zooming around catching the mosquitoes, or that first cricket deciding it's time for the evening concert to begin. Even the sky seems unwilling to rush. Blue slowly becomes gold. Gold gives way to pink, then lavender, then the deep blue that welcomes the first stars. It's almost as though creation itself is reluctant to let the day go. And kids understand something that adults sometimes forget. And that is that the best part of the day doesn't always happen in the middle of it. Sometimes it can be those last 30 minutes before bedtime. Oh, let's do one more bike ride. Hey, tell us one more story. Oh, can we just play one more game? Or, hey, let's go take one more trip to the backyard and see if there are any more fireflies out there. They're not trying to extend the day because they're avoiding tomorrow. They're trying to savor today, those very precious minutes. And there's wisdom in that. I wonder how many beautiful evenings we've accidentally traded for one more email, one more errand, one more thing that probably could have waited until tomorrow. Thankfully, summer keeps offering another invitation. Another evening, another sunset, and another opportunity to pull a chair outside and just watch the world settle down. The longer I'm on this earth, the more grateful I become for moments that don't ask anything from me except for me to be there. No performance, no achievement, no hurry. Just a willingness to sit quietly while the evening performs one last beautiful act before the curtain of nighttime comes down. And perhaps that's one of the reasons I love summer so much. It quietly reminds me that delight doesn't have to be scheduled. It simply arrives at right around 8 o'clock and then waits patiently on the porch. So if this evening or any other this week gives you the chance, step outside for a few minutes and maybe leave your phone inside and then listen. Breathe and look toward the western sky. There's a good chance the day has been saving one final gift just for you. Well, thanks for being here with me today. This is The Quiet Between, and I'm Mark Ammons. Until next time, may your porch always feel welcoming. May your conversations last longer than you plan. And may you never lose the simple joy of watching another beautiful summer day quietly become a summer evening.